Stephen is in Airmont, New York, line for Democrats. Stephen, good morning.
Yes, good morning. It was hugely disappointing to see Donald Trump maligning John McCain. I don't know where to begin with this guy. He's a plague on our house. He and Donald Trump and his crime family, they're a plague on our house. And it really, this is the way a cheap third world dictator behaves. He was advocating for a convicted felon while he was attacking the freedom of the press. I'm ashamed.
Randy, Greenfield, Indiana, line for Independence. Go ahead.
I was going to make a comment. It's come to my conclusion. I might be wrong, but we need to have a national referendum on the fence and on health care for single payer, because the people in Washington don't have a clue, and the people need to make their voices heard, because I don't think they represent the people.
And Randy, where do you think the American public would come down in that referendum on those two issues you mentioned, the wall and single payer?
I think the public would overwhelmingly support the wall and single payer, because that's, I think, where is good for the country.
Okay. Debbie is in Oceanside, New York. Line for Republicans. Go ahead.
So I just want to say that I live in New York, and I'm happy to have a businessman in office to balance the budget. I see welfare being used as a cash machine for immigrants who come here just for that purpose. And I know that evil exists, and I want to be protected from Islamic aggression in this country. So I am not happy with some of the actions and words that come out of the president's mouth and what he does, because he is not a polished politician and does not carefully choose everything he says and does. But I have confidence that his goal is to balance the taxpayer money that I pay in and use it towards protecting our country and giving money to people who truly need it to survive, not just people coming in off the JFK Express into the hospitals to get their free entitlements.
One of our Twitter followers earlier mentioned where the president stands in polls. Want to tell you about some of the latest polls out there. NBC News Marist survey was conducted August 13th through 17th. That's in Charlottesville. That survey found that the president's approval rating was below 40% in 3 of the key states that helped him win the election in November. Some 36% approve of the president's job performance in Michigan, 35% approve in Pennsylvania, 34% in Wisconsin, according to that survey. The reporting in today's Wall Street Journal. Ron, West Chesterfield, New Hampshire, line for Democrats. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Washington Journal. You guys rock. I love this show.
Appreciate that, Ron.
Listen, thank you. Donald Trump will never be a legitimate president to me. He's as legitimate of a president to me as Barack Obama was to him and to the Republicans, which is zero, zilch. So I guess if that makes me un-American, that makes all the Republicans and Donald Trump un-American. Donald Trump, it's actually kind of comical. Donald Trump is going to drain the swamp. The only thing he's drained out of the swamp is Republicans, and they're all centrist Republicans. He wants to replace them with far-right Republicans so that he can continue on with this devastation of our politics and of our country and all of our country's things that we do here. All of our intelligence agencies is just destroying our whole country. He hates Democrats and media more than he hates North Korea and Russia. And as far as fake news, I guess I'd rather listen to MSNBC's fake news than to Fox's women molesting commentators that have already been kicked off the show.
All right, Al, Warren, Ohio, line for Republicans. Go ahead.
I thank you for taking my call. People just we're so emotional in this country. These people, you know, and you hear these people crying and crying and whining, you know, and we're almost like we're breaking up. You know, we're going nuts in this country. It might be the water, it might be the bottled water. But what I wanted to say is,
how do you fix that, Al?
Education. We must be doing something wrong in education, because it's like a lot of these generations come up, we're not getting it. They're not getting it. All right. What I really want to say about the third, rumors have it that Donald Trump possibly is going to run for a third party. You know, because
rumors according to what source, Al?
Dark glasses, sunglasses. That's the rumor, because he ain't getting nothing, no satisfaction from nowhere. And the Democrats aren't going to support any Republican. That could have been Marco Rubio. That could have been anybody up there.
So as a Republican, Al, would you support the president running for re-election under a third party?
Yes, sir. Because you should know these like Paul Ryan. Why is he on CNN the same night as Donald Trump was on his speech? What was that all about? See, these are established people. They've been in there for so long. Mitch McConnell. They are in it for themselves. Nobody can care, not even on the Democrats. Look at Nancy Pelosi, Chuck, even Hillary. They don't care about you and I. I can guarantee you that.
Well, Al, stick around. At 9:30 this morning, we're going to have a